Hey people, how's it going? Welcome to the Funhouse, and we are back again with another movie reaction commentary. And today we're going to be watching My Cousin Vinny. So welcome to my first reaction of 2025. And if you're a new subscriber, I just want to say a big welcome to you, and I hope you enjoy the channel. So, yes, that's right. After all this time, I have not seen this film. Now, back in the day, I used to see it every now and again when I was flicking through the channels. But it was usually a school night, or I chose to watch something else. But today we're about to change all that. It'll be interesting to see how Joe Pesci does in this one, because he cemented himself in my mind as the tough guy from the neighborhood in all those Scorsese gangster movies. Saying that though, he clearly has great comedic timing because of his shenanigans in the Home Alone films. So I'm excited to jump into this one, and if you'd like to support the channel, all links are in the description. And if you do get any value from this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Are you ready? Let's go. What's that? Dirt for sale. Free horse manure.
Don't they have any generics here?
I think this is their generic.
We should get tuna.
Please, no more tuna, okay?
It's got protein. We need protein.
Beans are protein.
Is this the guy who plays... This is the guy who plays Barry in Friends.
I'm getting it for myself.
That is Rachel's husband in Friends. Well, Rachel's fiance in Friends. I think that's him. Alright, is this some racism stuff? Can already see the, the racism stuff in it. That's why they were showing us the stuff like horse manure, free dirt.
Jesus. Look, I forgot to pay for this.
The laws are medieval down here. You know what the minimum age for execution is in Alabama?
Okay, so here we go.
There's a cop behind us.
A cop? What are we gonna do now?
Probably nothing, all right? Might be a taillight or something. Just relax.
Show me your hands!
Wow.
Now put your hands on top of your head and get out of the car!
Ridiculous. All this over a can of tuna.
Keep quiet. Oh.
I think we may get a confession.
This guy's another veteran actor, the sheriff. Oh, he's actually in Star Trek Voyager. He plays a recasting of a character, Captain Braxton. Is it Braxton or Braxton?
Have you been made aware of your rights?
Yes.
You're willing to waive that right?
Yes, I'm willing to cooperate fully. I'll sign a statement or whatever makes this whole thing easier.
Oh, interesting.
But I want you to know, Stan, he had nothing to do with it.
Did he help you plan it?
I mean, it wasn't planned out, you know, just like, you know, it just happened.
Did Stan try to stop you at any time?
No.
That's so interesting.
Aiding and abetting? What is that, a major thing?
Oh, yeah. Are you guys kidding? An accessory? I didn't help. I didn't plan it.
No, that's actually quite funny. It's quite clever. This is really funny.
We were friends at NYU, and we both applied, and we got scholarships to UCLA.
So this is all a misunderstanding.
When did you shoot him?
What?
At what point
What?
did you shoot the clerk?
I shot the clerk.
Yes, when did you shoot him?
I shot the clerk.
It's like he's saying, I shot the clerk. But he's asking, I shot the clerk?
You think we're being booked for shoplifting, huh?
No, you're being booked for shoplifting. I'm being booked for accessory to shoplifting.
No, Stan, I'm being booked for murder. And you're being booked for accessory to murder.
We need to call an attorney, a great attorney. Do you know any great attorneys?
Hello, Ma. We're in Wazoo.
I'm not sure. He said we're in Wazoo, so when they say up the Wazoo, is that...
That's right, the clan's here. They're inbred. They sleep with their sisters. Some of them do.
All right, Ma, listen. We gotta get an attorney, and it's gonna cost a lot of money.
You don't need an attorney. You need your cousin Vinny.
What?
We got an attorney in the family.
Great, who?
My cousin Vinny.
Right, so why is this film 2 hours? I mean, we are 12 minutes in and things are established really well, really quickly. That's quite the intro.
What?
Nothing. You stick out like a sore thumb around here.
Me? What about you?
I fit in better than you. At least I'm wearing cowboy boots.
I bet the Chinese food here is terrible.
You got mud in your tires.
You ever hear that? Mud in the tires?
No.
She never heard it. She knows everything about cars.
Now, see, down here, everybody gets stuck in the mud every now and then. Yep. Yeah, we're famous for our mud.
Famous for your mud? How's your Chinese food?
That's a good line.
I got somebody for you.
Why'd they bring you in here?
Well, I just got in. I asked where the new guys were, and they brought me right in.
I don't want to do this.
If I was in your situation, I'd want to get through this whole thing as quickly and with as little pain as possible.
I don't want to do this.
Look, it's either me or them. You're getting fucked one way or the other.
Right, so this is a very...
You think I should be grateful?
Yeah. I mean, it's your ass, not mine. I think you should be down on your fucking knees. What the fuck is your problem? I did not come down here just to get jerked off, you know.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Billy, hey, back off.
Vinny! Hey, Vinny! Vinny! Vinny!
I was going to say before, this is a very classic form of comedy, which is a misunderstanding, where you can have two characters talking about different things, which doesn't relate to the situation. So I think that's quite funny, just experiencing that again. I haven't seen that kind of comedy in a really long time.
This is gonna be great. Vinny's first case. So, what can I do to help?
Okay, they got Stand By Your Man playing in the background.
What's the story with this incredibly, remarkably loud whistle at 5:30 in the morning?
It's a steam whistle. Tell folks it's time to get up.
Wow, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Breakfast?
Good choice.
Whoa, that's a lot of grease, man. But what was that?
You never heard of grits?
How do you cook it?
Well, you simmer it in water for 15 or 20 minutes, put it on the plate and add butter.
So I love the cultural clash going on here. It's pretty funny because it's the same country, it's America, but it's showing you how there's different cultures even between the states. Something people miss. People think that America is all just one. Well, it used to be different each place you go, because each state, sometimes a state is the size of a country.
It's your attorney here.
I am the attorney.
Jim Trotter III, District Attorney of Beecham County.
Vincent LaGuardia Gambini. First, Brooklyn.
So this guy on the right, the prosecution, it looks like, he was in The Distinguished Gentleman. I think his name was actually Dick Dodge. Richard Dodge. So Dick Dodge. I just got that.
The people of the state of Alabama versus William Robert Gambini and Stanley Marcus Rothenstein.
Steve, you call me Stunts?
My clients are caught completely by surprise.
Mr. Gambini,
See,
there are only two ways to answer it, guilty or not guilty.
Your Honor, my clients didn't do anything.
Once again, the communication process is broken down.
Yes, see, I was going to say that.
Now, how do your clients plead?
I think I get the point.
No, you're now in contempt of court.
Wow.
Not guilty.
Thank you. Bail will be set at $200,000.
Whoa.
Bailiff, please take Mr. Gambini into custody.
So I think because of the way this judge is, by the end of it, he's going to be a good lawyer, because this is his trial by fire, Joe Pesci's character. And I was going to say, you know, the theme of this film from the beginning was communication, because of the way the jokes are being done, how it's just miscommunication. Oh, okay. Let's see if there's going to be a 48 Hours reference, like when Eddie Murphy went into that hillbilly bar. Whoa.
you and Lisa played a game of pool for $200, which she won, I'm here to collect.
How about if I just kick your ass?
Nah, I think I'll just go with the 200. First, let me see the money.
I have the money.
All right, let me see it. Show it to me.
I can get it.
All right, get it. Then we'll fight. Did you fall in your place or somebody else's?
My place.
Shit.
I asked him if he did it, and he said, I shot the clerk.
That's just so wrong.
Now, didn't I tell you the next time you appear in my courtroom that you dress appropriately?
You were serious about that?
Why didn't you ask them any questions?
The lawyer's in the prison van with them.
You're an Alabama. You killed a good old boy. There is no way this is not going to trial. How do I know that's not a bunch of ones with a 20 wrapped around it? Fan it out. Show it to me. Yeah, right.
Okay, so that's just little crumbs. They're showing us how he's gonna actually overcome this by just being streetwise. Oh no, what's gonna happen now? Oh no. Oh. Oh no, that's his suit.
What was in that pink plastic thing in the trunk?
It's your suit. I had it clean. I thought it'd be a nice surprise. Go in there with a nice clean suit.
Oh no. Oh man. Oh no, man.
Well, here he comes.
Mr. Gambini, are you mocking me with that outfit?
I bought a suit. You seen it. Now it's covered in mud. So I had to get this in a secondhand store.
You on drugs?
You're going to then hear the testimony of the 3 eyewitnesses who saw the defendants running out of the sack of suds a moment after the shots were heard.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what happened. I am intrigued to see how this plays out.
Truth. That's what verdict means. So word comes down from old England and all our little old ancestors. Now.
Love to show the shot of the black woman.
And a verdict of accessory to murder in the first degree for Stanley Rothenstein for helping Gambini commit this heinous crime.
Hyenas.
What?
Come on, it's time to make your opening statement.
Everything that guy just said is bullshit. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, but he didn't,
What's wrong with him?
that the,
What is wrong with him? That's why he's a public defender.
I heard a gunshot.
So he had stage fright. So from a line earlier, I think it's to do with something, the cover-up. It's some kind of cover-up or some kind of case that will affect the judicial system. There's something they're trying to cover up or bring into legislation.
Is it possible the two Utes?
Two what? Did you say Utes?
Yeah, two Utes.
What is a Ute?
Oh, excuse me, Your Honor. Two youths. Instant grits?
No self-respecting Southerner uses instant grits. I take pride in my grits.
How could it take you 5 minutes to cook your grits when it takes the entire grit-eating world 20 minutes? Are we to believe that boiling water soaks into a grit faster in your kitchen than on any place on the face of the earth? Were these magic grits? Are you sure about that 5 minutes?
Ignore the question.
Are you sure about that 5 minutes?
I may have been mistaken.
I got no more use for this guy. You're fired.
Oh, he's in contempt again.
I'm gonna stay in prison tonight. Maybe I'll finally get some sleep. Doing good, huh?
Oh no, he can't sleep.
Hey.
Oh, actually, he slept like a baby.
You could positively identify the defendants. Looking through this dirty window, this crud-covered screen, these trees, and I don't know how many bushes.
It was like 5.
Don't forget this one and this one. Is it possible you just saw two guys in a green convertible and not necessarily these two particular guys?
Well, I suppose.
I'm finished with this guy.
I'm a special automotive instructor of forensic studies for the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
This guy. This guy was in Independence Day. Well, he's been in a lot of stuff, but most notably Independence Day.
What kind of equipment did you use to find this out?
I used a Hewlett-Packard 5710A dual-column gas chromatograph with flame analyzation detector.
That's similar to what she said before.
Identical. No further questions, Your Honor.
I love how he did that like a showman. Identical.
What'd the judge say?
He said he found out the gal was dead.
So I think she's going to come in handy now with the tires because she knows everything there is to know about cars. So she's going to be his expert witness.
Lisa! Sorry.
Yeah, he's going to find something now.
Mr. Gambini, your first witness.
Please, can I have a 5-minute recess? My next witness is not in the courtroom right now.
3 minutes.
See?
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an out-of-work hairdresser.
Well, in what way are you qualified?
Well, my father was a mechanic. His father was a mechanic. My mother's father was a mechanic. My 3 brothers are mechanics. 4 uncles on my father's side are mechanics.
Vito, your families.
Wow.
But,
Are you?
what you do in your father's garage?
Tune-ups, oil changes, brake relining, engine rebuild some trannies, rear ends.
Okay.
Some trannies, some rear ends.
Watch this.
Because Chevy didn't make a 327 in 55. The 327 didn't come out till 62. And it wasn't offered in the Bel Air with a 4-barrel carb till 64. However, in 1964, the correct ignition timing would be 4 degrees before top dead center.
Well,
Ms. Vito, does the defense's case hold water?
No. The defense is wrong.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
How could you be so sure?
Because there is no way that these tire marks were made by a 64 Buick Skylark. These marks were made by a 1963 Pontiac Tempest. The 64 Skylark had a solid rear axle. So when the left tire would go up on the curb,
Look at the judge.
Now, in the 60s, there were only 2 other cars made in America that had positive traction and independent rear suspension and enough power to make these marks.
And because both cars were made by GM, were both cars available in metallic mint green paint?
They were.
Thank you, Miss Vito. You've been a lovely, lovely witness.
Mr. Trotter?
No, Your Honor. No further questions.
Ms. Vito, you can stand down.
The judge is smitten.
What'd you find out?
This computer readout confirms that 2 boys who fit the defendant's description were arrested 2 days ago by Sheriff Tillman in Jasper County, Georgia, for driving a stolen metallic mint green 1963 Pontiac Tempest Michelin Model XGV tires, size 75R14. A .357 Magnum revolver was found in their possession.
What caliber bullet was used to murder Jimmy Willis?
.357 Magnum.
The defense rests.
That's really satisfying.
In light of Miss Vito's and Mr. Wilbur's testimony, the state like to dismiss all charges.
That's really satisfying, actually.
So what's your problem?
I wanted to win my first case without any help from anybody.
Well, I guess that plan's moot.
Yeah.
You know, this could be a sign of things to come. You win all your cases, but with somebody else's help. Oh my God, what a fucking nightmare!
Well, you're not gonna marry me now?
You can't win a case by yourself, you fucking useless.
I thought we'd get married this weekend. How many times did you say that spontaneous is romantic?
Hey, a verb is spontaneous. A verb is not romantic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's really cool, actually. Okay, people, and that was My Cousin Vinny. I definitely enjoyed this one. I still can't believe this one fell under the radar. And I can't help but wonder what it would have been like to see it as a kid. Joe Pesci was really good in this, really fun to watch. I was kind of expecting Vinny to be on top of the situation for most of the time, and that he would dazzle everybody with his street smarts. But it was actually more of a fish out of water story, a trial by fire. I also liked the visual evolution of the character, the fact that he started off in his black leather jacket, but by the end of the story he had a real world trial victory and he presented himself more loyally in a business style suit. He was also relatable because he got to the point where he was so down on his luck that you just had to root for him to win. And he did, and it was really satisfying. Marisa Tomei was really fun to watch and she had great chemistry with Joe Pesci. It was also believable to me that she was an expert with cars. Now that was because of her background, and I like the placement of where we learn about her family history. So at the beginning of the film, you might have laughed at that, you might have scoffed at it, but by the time we got to where it was revealed that her whole family were mechanics, that's when it hit home. Added to that, I like the way they added little breadcrumbs throughout the film, which ended up being tied to the details of the case. But the main thing is, she really sold it as an aspect of her character, because this was a really great performance.
Famous for your mud? How's your Chinese food?
Now, Ralph Karate Kid Macchio didn't do much in the film, but his chemistry with Mitchell Whitfield was strong enough to have me rooting for both of them to be exonerated. It was also cool to see some familiar faces like Lane Smith and Bruce McGill, which took me back to the glory days.
I told you this was going to happen. She's dead.
I want order! I will have order!
Come on, let's hear it for ex-Chairman Dodge.
And there was Fred Gwynn, who was hilarious.
Ms. Vito, you can stand down.
And I found out after the reaction that he was actually Herman Munster in the TV show, The Monsters. Now, I didn't watch that show with any regularity, so it was interesting for me to see him outside of that context, especially in a theatrical production, and without all the makeup effects. I also really enjoyed the humor, especially the miscommunication aspect of it. Some of my favorites were the "I shot the clerk" line.
I shot the clerk.
Yes, when did you shoot him?
I shot the clerk.
And the scene where Vinny visits them in their cell for the first time.
It's either me or them. you're getting fucked one way or the other.
So yeah, definitely a great watch. I really enjoyed it. I definitely felt those old school vibes, and I think it has that all-important replay value, which is what makes a classic in my book. So stay tuned for more videos because I've got an interesting slate lined up for this year. You don't want to miss it. And if you did get any value from this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Aiding and abetting? What is that, a major thing?
Oh, yeah.
I bet the Chinese food here is terrible.
The people of the state of Alabama versus William Robert Gambini and Stanley Marcus Rothenstein.